breaking news, former NBA star Gilbert Arenas arrested and facing federal charges, accusing him of running an illegal gambling ring out of his San Fernando Valley home. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Arenas is expected to make his first appearance in a federal courtroom this afternoon.
KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw live now outside that courtroom in downtown L.A. with more on this breaking story. Jennifer.
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, this is big news, especially for sports fans who adore him. Take a look. This happened back allegedly in 2021 to 2022 that he was allegedly working this illegal poker game. He and 5 others have been indicted, alleging that the suspects operated an illegal gambling business. Now, this illegal gambling business went and spanned over for about a year. Gilbert Arenas, known as Agent Zero, well known for his career with the Wizards and current podcast, he and 5 others have been indicted for allegedly that the suspects operated the illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. He is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. During this time, investigators say Arenas rented out an Encino mansion he owned for the purposes of hosting that high-stakes poker. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz, 51, of West Hollywood, staged the mansion to host the games and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. Here's a look at all the defendants listed on the indictment. It is alleged that the defendants' Pot Limbo Omaha poker games, among other illegal games, were played at the Encino mansion, collected a rake fee for the house charged from each pot, either as a percentage or as a fixed amount per hand, and invited players to compete, now, which is illegal. Now, if these defendants that have been listed in this indictment are charged, this means that they could spend up to 5 years in prison for.
So we all know last year Gilbert Arenas court a case, and ever since then he's been on rocky ground with Underdog, and ultimately he ended up getting fired. He explained this some months ago that the minute they slapped the cuffs on him, that it was never the same with Underdog, and they end up owning a higher percentage of the show, but not the name. And they start bumping him down to, instead of 4 shows, 2 shows, and they brought on the gridiron, and they had the gridiron with Skip Bayless and Aqib Talib and some other guys. They were getting more, more pub than the actual Gil'S Arena show. Now remember, Gil'S Arena show was leading. They was killing that slot time, right? They was number 1. At that time, and once he caught that case, that was it. So now we're hearing that the whole staff, the whole team, everybody's been fired ever since Gilbert Arenas left the show, because they know that the viewership been dropping, right? And they wouldn't be able to go on with the show if he's going to start the other Gilbert Arenas show, and they still have that show. So they end up canning him. But before that, he went to Stephen A. Smith, and he talked about it.
Before I let you get on out of here, Gilbert, talk to me about, Gil'S Arenas. What's going on, my man? Season 5, my brother. Talk to me. Let the audience know what's up.
Listen, I had to make a business decision, and I was looking at the landscape. We were doing 4 days a week, thinking we're about to turn to 5, and then another show got added, which was Gridiron Football Show with Skip, Aqib and them, and we got bumped to 2 days. When you're trying to make progress, that's like, winning a championship, and then, all the starters get put to the bench and you only playing 21 minutes, right? It didn't make sense to me. And it's like, if we want to build and build, we can't play under, another show on the same channel. So, I had to make a business decision and, move in a different
And what was
direction.
that business? And to enlighten everybody, what is that business decision that you had to make?
Moving in a different direction and starting. Anyway, let me see. In about 6 days, I will 100% own Gil'S Arenas' name.
Same cast of characters or different crew?
Well, the other characters are still under contract until September. So we're starting up in August. So unless they just flat out quit, I can't talk to them and I can't recruit them. I can't poach. So I got to look for a different cast of guys.
Okay. Well, we here for it, my man.
Now, there was a lot of speculation as to whether the guys from the show, would they go on to the new show with Gilbert Arenas, or would they stay with Underdog? Right now, I don't know if this is all set up from the jump, where because these guys were still under contract, so they had to stay. So they was going to fulfill their contracts and then go over with Gilbert, because they know that show was bringing in 24,000 viewers a day. Like they was really knocking it off. But from what we were seeing, and all this could be fake. Rashad McCants, he acts like he plays a character, and he's looking at it. I could be wrong, but he was looking at it from a perspective like, man, I get to shine on my own. We seen him on podcasts where he says that Gilbert is Michael Jackson and we're the Jackson 5s, and he was giving praise to Underdog as if now, him and Skip, they're going to have the show and they're going to be able to run with it. Now, I don't know if this was them selling that, for more views before they leave Underdog and go over there with Gilbert, or was Rashad McCants really feeling himself? Time will tell. We'll see, because if he's not on the next show, then we'll know that they really had beef. But he was on the show doing this.
First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Underdog. I had to wear what I'm so proud to be wearing, giving us the opportunity to be able to show and prove as the #1 sports show on the internet, YouTube, everywhere else. I just want to be able to.
He's sucking dick. Crazy.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I almost spit that damn water everywhere.
I guess the gloves was off, Nick. I guess the gloves were off.
Oh, shit.
And I shook your hand before the show.
But I talked about my lungs. LeBron said, "Can you
damn, okay."
It's Glaze Wednesday.
You said this.
Okay. Well, thanks again. Obviously he's picked sides, so we already know where he's gonna go.
So Rashad McCants, we don't know if he was in character or he was just saying, listen, man, screw Gilbert. I'm doing me. Remember, he's the least accomplished out of everybody sitting there. Now, he won a national championship in the college, but in the NBA, he's the actual least accomplished. These guys went and made big money in the NBA. They had nice careers. They retired. They living comfortable. So I don't know Rashad McCants' situation, but I know that he's looking at it like, man, this is my time. This is my turn. So he was going full board with Underdog, right? But you got to remember, after Gilbert Arenas left, a lot of the people stopped watching, and they start having a lot of trouble on that show, man, because Kenyon Martin is he just explodes at any given time. He actually has no discipline, right? So now them Rashad McCants and they was just clashing all the time, just going back and forth to the point where it was going to come to blows, and that wasn't good for the show. That wasn't. I know the producers, Underdog, and everybody. They was like, man, this show is going down, it's going south, man, without Gilbert. And we're paying these guys. We might as well just scrap everything now, man, and cut our losses, because it's not going to work once Gil get a new staff. He gets a new team, and he comes back out, right? But once Gilbert wasn't there, the whole show just started falling apart.
I do that all the time. That you
I'm
don't
not
mean
starting narratives.
just to clickbait a motherfucker, just to rage bait and get clickbait. You say all the motherfucking time. You don't mean.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. You said that very seat and said you do. You said that very seat and said you do.
I defend myself.
No, you said you said myself. I thought you'd be used to it by now. I come in here just rage bait and clickbait. Yeah, you said.
No, that was just with you. That was just with you. That's not with everybody.
You say time that you don't believe.
Is one of the things I lean into, but the one thing I want to address is that, man, it's a character. Like, people think that this is who I am, and it's not.
I can see it now.
And when people get it,
see it now.
They fucked up when they see me and they feel like, oh, woo, woo, woo. And a lot of people take shots and think just because I'm saying what I'm saying on the show that is or how I feel, and it's like, bro, I'm the only one on the show.
So you can see the show was just falling off. And then Josiah, he just up and just left live on air on the show. He basically said, I got the skedaddle. I'm out. I'm going, he left to go with Gilbert. Right, he walked out with Gilbert. Skip is over there crying like, "Oh my God, man! Man, all the guys is leaving. What am I going to do?"
Good place for us to wrap up today. But before we do, I just want to send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas Underdog. When we started this show, February 2023, we had some super lofty expectations of where we wanted to go. We're able to accomplish those things, becoming the #1 daily sports show in the world, Swaggy, or at least in America. But I want to thank all y'all on this couch, all the men and women that have graced this couch, all our tremendous staff, and all the amazing fans for everything that you guys have done in helping this become the show that it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all y'all, especially.
Thank you. Yes, sir, brother. My God. Yes, sir. My God.
Appreciate you, gentlemen.
My God.
Skip, I'll send you a dap from over that way. Appreciate you as well.
Thanks.
Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gil'S Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Kobe.
So Gilbert said, last week in like 6 days he'll own 100% of Gilbert's Arena's name. So I'm inclined to believe that because they had success with that team, that they're going to come back with that team. That's what I'm inclined to believe. And Gilbert's going to be, he's going to have 100%. He's learned the game now. Before, when he first got in, he didn't want, Underdog gave him a studio. He went half on everything. So he learned this lesson. And I'm sure he's going to have a better contract this time going forward. And, he's going to keep his nose clean where he doesn't get in trouble and mess up that money, man. Now, y'all remember when he said that he had asked them for $30 million and the next day he had a case, right? I didn't even, y'all remember he put that out there. So he was saying a lot of things. But I look at it like Underdog fired everybody because they knew that going forward it wasn't going to be making money. It wasn't going to be worth it for them. So let's just get rid of everybody because what we signed up for is that no longer exists. So now they all fired. Swaggy P is online. Swaggy P, he find ways to clown everything. He's online clowning, man, saying this.
Gilbert, big dog, Gilbert, you hiring still? Hey man, all that shit I said about you getting fired, man, it's water under the bridge. It never happened. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm with you, baby. Hey, you still hiring, right? Cause ain't no jobs opportunity over here. They said, man, everybody gone. They fired the dog. You know the little dog Brandon used to bring? They told Brandon and that little dog to get up. McCants got fired with the whole Underdog outfit on. I said, damn, they firing niggas as mascots? The niggas that be sucking that, they fire niggas that be sucking. Nah. Niggas can't live like this, man. Hey.
Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. What's y'all opinion on this? Do y'all think that he coming back with the team? They was just playing to the algorithm, but they was just waiting for either to get fired or their contracts to be up, and then they come back, with the new show. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.